Hello, hello, hello. Frenchie here with Unique Kicks. Welcome to Straight Out the Bag, where we're going to talk about shoes and we're going to talk about news. I have another special guest here with me today. She's going to introduce us to herself, and she's going to introduce the shoe that she wants to talk about, and then we'll move forward like that. All right? So without further ado, introduce yourself.
Hey, hello, I'm Bree. I've been interested in fashion and shoes all my life. I'm more of the eclectic and enjoy the eccentricity of different shoes. I like to mix and match my fashion, but I also like to make sure everything looks good. So,
okay, great. So today you have a shoe that you claim to be, to be one of your favorites. So I would love to hear what you have to say about it. So what shoe do you have for us today?
Okay, today I have the Nike Uptempo, that's also known as the Pippins. It's the Air, the 1996 design. These came out in 2017. These are the colorway Shine, which is a green with a iridescent colorway with the air. And this is one of my favorite shoes. Put that there for you.
Great. So how long have you been collecting shoes, or you've been talking about shoes?
Basically just a few years now. I've always enjoyed shoes. I've always enjoyed the look of different shoes, of course. You want to make sure everything looks good. But as far as starting to collect and starting to find more eccentric shoes, it's just been a few years.
Okay, great. For this particular shoe, I also have a pair of these. I have a red and black pair, which was pretty popular for a while. I think it's a great shoe. It's a really good shoe. One of the best things about this, I believe, is the midsole, where it separates the bubbles, the air bubbles. I think that's a great hit. The thing I don't like about these shoes is that they look heavy. And what size is this?
This is a 9.5 in women.
That's a 9.5 in women. So think about a size 13, how that would look, or how that would look. It even feels heavy to me, So it's a shoe I would wear with I have a particular outfit, but it's not something that I'll wear continuously, for everyday kind of wear, right? I do like the colorway. I like the kind of fluorescent kind of feel to it. I like that. It doesn't take away from the shoe, but it adds a special, it's a special edition, all right? Now we're gonna talk about the news. Something recently came up, we were talking about it earlier, is Mitch McConnell. He finally stepped down from, from the Senate, right? He's been in there forever, right? When it comes to leadership, or in the Senate or in the House, I do believe you should have some change. The length of how long you serve is very important, because he's been in there, I'm saying, 20 years?
Probably more than that.
Probably more than that. So that's a long time, right? If you could limit the highest office to 8 years, I think everybody else should be limited to at least that.
Right.
What do you think?
I pretty much think the same. For me, it's a keeping up with the times, because a lot of people who are older and were brought up with older values have a different mindset than the world is turning today.
Exactly. I agree with that. Yeah, because what does he have in common with you?
Absolutely.
He doesn't even have anything in common with me.
At all.
So I do believe a change should be sooner, and be different. We have some different ideas, different people to come through.
So we just got intel that it's been 40 years he's been in office.
40 years.
40 years. That's older than me.
That's a lifetime.
That's older than me.
What I'm saying? So I do believe we agree that it should be. What do you guys think? Should time be limited? Should they have 3 years? If they are successful, another 3 years, and go on from there. But this continuous having these guys in office because of your political affiliation should stop. Because I don't care if you're a Democrat or you're a Republican. I just want it to be fair.
Right.
So what do you think?
I mean, I'm pretty much in the same boat as you. We just need fairness. We need somebody who thinks with the same mindset that a lot of younger people, especially people who are voting now or are coming into voting. You're 18, you have nothing in common with a 75-year-old person. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So you want to be able to influence and to encourage the voting. But me, if I was 18 and saw somebody 75 plus making laws and rules for me, I wouldn't want to vote because I feel like there was no point.
They don't care.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's our piece of news. And tell us what you think. Put it in the comments. All right. Now we're going to talk about a shoe that I think is an amazing colorway, amazing set. So I'm going to get to this bag. Woo! You remember this bag, right? You remember this bag? Okay. All right. Now, if you look here, this shoe is called the Jordan 1 Retro High. And it's the collaboration with Virgil Abloh with Off-White. All right, I think this is an amazing shoe. All right, he came out with 3 different ones. It was the white one that released in Japan first. There was also the red, white, and black one, which I'm going to review at another time. I do have that pair as well. And this one is, the colorway is called White Dark Powder Blue Cone. Right, this was released in 2018, and it released at a price of $190. Okay, if you look on StockX or you look at these places, this shoe is now hitting about $1,700, and in its heyday, right when it was released, it was up to $3,500. What I like about this shoe is that it's, just as we mentioned, it's a 1985 Jordan 1 High deconstructed. It's also called a UNC because of the colorway, of course, but it's a deconstructed shoe. Some of the things that I like about it: the exposed cushion, everywhere on the heel area. It's also on the tongue, right? On the tongue, it has these little orange hits, the Nike Air orange. The side panel, the swoosh is actually stitched on at these 2 points, you know? So it looks like it's unfinished. That's the thing that I like about it. It looks like it's not done, it's unfinished. On the laces, it says shoelace. It also have the area where Nike is from, the Beaverton, Oregon, 1985 on the side. The midsole is a little off-white, right? So these little hints, very, very, they add a lot to this shoe, you know? The toe box, it looks like it has a mesh over it, you know? I just think this particular shoe was well done. The collaboration between Nike, Jordan, and Virgil Abloh, rest in peace, was an amazing thing. And I think this is one of the best collaborations of any year that I've been collecting. And I've been collecting for a while. All right. So guys, tell me what you think about the Off-White UNC. Tell me what you think about the Uptempo. All right. From me, this Off-White itself, as a Jordan 1, I'm going to put it in the realm of Jordan 1s, is a 10. It got to be a 10. All right. It has to be a 10 on that. And of all time, I think it's up there in the top 10 shoes of all time for me. All right. What about you?
Basically, I mean, my shoe to me is a 10 out of 10. I love it. I love the bulkiness of the design. Me being a shorter person, this is a bulkier platform type shoe. Also, as someone with an ankle injury, this has a tight support around the ankles. And I mean, I love the color, favorite color. This iridescent air, it's beautiful to me. So it's a 10 out of 10. I just love a different type of shoe.
All right, you got it from us. 10 out of 10 here, 10 out of 10 there, yep. And we will always be back. So make sure before we come back, get that bag.